I'd like, before we actually start into the heat and temperature, to just review a couple things that we've learned quickly in other classes. We learned about two kinds of energy. Can anyone tell me what they are? Yes, Tammy? Yes, kinetic energy, that's energy in motion, and Bonnie? Yeah, potential energy. Now here's a balloon, and we did a little rocket experiment. I've modified it a little bit. This time I put a little piece of sip straw off of one of those juice cartons and taped it onto the end of the balloon. Now if I can just blow it up. There we go. Now what kind of energy do we have in that balloon right now? Yeah, that's potential energy. And what we want to do is make the kinetic energy come out a little slower so we don't get such a rapid takeoff. See if this will work. Might hit that dinosaur on the way. Yeah, see, that's a little slower. A little easier to follow. That's kind of fun. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's going to fall on the newt, eh? That could be dangerous. Watch out, newt. All right, hey, let me show you another one. We studied a thing called inertia. Anybody remember what that's all about? Brad? Yeah, it's actually Isaac Newton's second law of motion, that when a thing is in a certain state of motion, it likes to remain in that state until some other force changes it. Now I'm going to take this apple and this knife. I've never actually tried this. I read about this the other day. I thought, oh, that'd be kind of neat to try. Actually, it said to use a potato, and I can see why, because potatoes seem to split easier than apples. Apples are a little tougher. But we'll try it anyway. It may or may not work. We have an apple cut halfway through with a knife. Now that apple has a certain amount of inertia because it doesn't want to move quickly, right? It has a resistance to motion. What I'm going to do is try to wrap up my hand here so I don't harm myself. You know my rule, safety first, right? Don't want to harm myself here, but I want to strike that knife quickly and see if we can use the inertia of the apple to hold the apple still and get through the apple with the blade. Ready? Ooh, boy. Just hope I don't hurt myself, eh? Well, you can't see it. Oh, okay. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. Oh, look at that. Hey, now, isn't that a nice way to cut apples? All right. I don't recommend that you try that at home by yourself. Maybe you want to have an older person try that. Next time you see them slicing apples, eh? Use the principle of inertia. Okay, let's see. Hey, here's another one. The old magic trick. Right? You've seen these guys do this. It's another one on inertia. These magicians, sometimes they just use laws of physics to perform their tricks, and of course we're amazed, you know, when they do this. You've seen those magicians pull a tablecloth out from under the dishes. Well, they're using inertia, because all those dishes have inertia. They have resistance to motion. They don't want to move. And when you pull the tablecloth out from under it, if I can do it, I'm not a magician, then the glass stays. Now they make it more dramatic by putting liquids, you know, they take some kind of liquid and pour it in the glass. Makes it look more dangerous, right? Oh no, you're going to spill that. Of course, we'll add a little color also. Always fun to put a little food color in. Makes things look that much more dramatic. Ooh, yes. Boy, a person could really get involved in that, couldn't they? Okay, stir that liquid around a little so we get a little coloring. Now it looks even more impressive because you say, oh no, don't do it with water in it, it's sure to spill. Because you increase the danger factor, you increase the friction on that paper because the water has more weight, it's pushing down more now. But the interesting thing is we've also increased the inertia. Because the object has more mass now, it's heavier, it wants to stay there even more because it's heavier. So even though it looks more dangerous, it's still just as easy to perform the magic trick.